Welcome to the EST Hangout.
This is the EST Hangout, and today's guests are...
Hey, very good Monday morning to you. Welcome to the EST Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage, live right here on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports. Thank you to everyone for listening across the Edmonton Sports Talk audio streams at edmontonsportstalk.com. Tune in, iHeartRadio, Apple Music. For those watching on YouTube, you're listening to podcast wherever you get your podcast. Matt Iwanyk with you here. It's Monday, which means Murray McCourt is back in studio today and joining us. Chris Agar, he is with us. Lots to get to with him as he has glorious hair right now for those that see on YouTube. If we had the Hangout next week, he won't have this glorious hair.
No, I'll be doing my best Eddie Steele impression from the neck up.
But we will be getting to that. We'll discuss that in a little bit. That's something different. I mean, sometimes when my dad texts me at this time, there's something wrong with like the audio. He's texting me about a different issue, so no issues. That's good. How are we doing today? How's everyone's weekend?
Oh, mine was fantastic. How was yours, Murray?
Well, hard to complain. Pretty tame. Lots of sports, actually. Got to watch. I've watched 2 Blackhawk games this weekend, start to finish. So that was good. Pretty good.
So they were early games.
Yesterday was an afternoon game. Yeah. Well, 11 in the morning it actually started, and then Friday they were playing in. I stayed up a little late.
Murray's in bed by about 8:30.
In bed before that.
Well,
but still awake for a little bit. But
sawing logs by half of.
Yeah, I fell asleep. My wife and I were watching a show last night, and I woke up, and she goes, "Oh, you sleeping?" And I'm like, "No, I'm watching the show." She goes, "I switched to my show like 20 minutes ago. You're sleeping." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Well,
that's always the worst one.
Yeah,
I remember younger, my mom, she'd be like, "I was watching that. Like, what happened?" And then there's no response. They're like, "Yeah, you're asleep."
Yeah, exactly. So it was just all right, fine. I'll just roll over and go back to sleep then. It's all good.
Your Cowboys had the bye week. Your Bills.
My Bills.
Not a great week.
They were kind of there.
They basically had a bye week.
Pretty much, yeah. If you lose to the fish that badly, definitely.
And my Ravens salvaged a victory, which was very nice.
Well, you ended up winning by a bunch, didn't you?
7. They were up by 14, and then the Vikings got a touchdown. The Ravens got the ball back, ended up punting, and then the Vikings had the ball with the chance to go tie it, and they couldn't go tie it. Oh, no, 8. 8, because for whatever reason, the Vikings went for 2. It was a 14-point ball game, and they went for 2 when they scored a touchdown. So I don't know. I guess I don't know. It didn't matter in the end.
Yeah.
But then the Steelers lost last night, which makes my Ravens in a nice spot to. Yeah, it's still weird to me that there's right now. I feel like there's a better chance the Baltimore Ravens, who started off 1-5, are going to go win their division than the Buffalo Bills or the Kansas City Chiefs.
Nothing wrong with that. If you're a Ravens fan, but
it's just weird.
I've always got a soft spot for the Bills, though. I gotta admit that I'm a Cowboys guy, but the Bills, I mean, we talked about it a little bit before, 4 Super Bowls in a row and they didn't win. I mean, boy, would it be nice to see the Buffalo Bills actually win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, it's worse than being a Riders fan, I'd say, because I mean, at least the Riders once every 25 years. My Bills can't even come close.
But you want to know what? I hate to tell you this, but the Bills aren't going to win a Super Bowl, and the reason why is one of my good friends, Eric Shute. He's a Jays fan. He's a Leafs fan. He's a Bills fan. And like, he was so excited because the Jays are going to win. And I said to him, I said, well, if they don't, it's the Eric Shute curse. Your teams are never in your lifetime going to win a championship of anything. And then they lose, and he's a Bills. Because he likes the Bills, you're never going to see him win.
We'll tell him to trade allegiances, will you? Please?
Maybe I should.
If it's him, then yeah, tell him to trade allegiances.
It's the same as Tyler Yaremchuk. Yaremchuk's a big Jays fan. Like he's a big Jays fan. He's a big Bills fan.
Yeah,
big Oiler fan. Bills can't get to the Super Bowl right now. Sorry.
Oilers, they used to. Come on. They used to.
Yeah.
Oilers,
the juggernaut of KC,
Oilers,
blocked them a few times.
Back-to-back Stanley Cup final losses, and then the Jays in probably the worst of the losses.
Yeah, that's
like
he's got
stuff. And he's young enough where he doesn't have the Jays have won before.
Yeah.
He's too young for that one.
He's too young to know that one, is he?
He's too young for the Oilers winning. He's too young for the Bills even being in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So Yaremchuk also has a really tough curse that's kind of surrounding him right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. I mean, that Jays loss, man, like I'm not a big Jays fan, but I was on their bandwagon. I was cheering for him. But Mike, that is gut-wrenching stuff. And like 4 Super Bowls in a row and to not win one of them, like, as a fan, like, oh my God, that's you had to just been devastated.
Ugh, I don't. Yeah.
It still are. I mean, it doesn't go
I love
away.
the Monday morning positivity right now.
It doesn't go away. Yeah,
It doesn't go away until you win. It's Cubbies with, now that was a long time, but with the Steve Bartman dropping the ball and all that, there's just a lot of disdain, to some degree, hatred towards Bart and for that until they win. Bill Buckner with the Red Sox allowing the ball to go through his legs. He gets, they want to bring him back after they finally win a World Series and stuff. I think it was the second one. He actually finally went back. It's not until that pain doesn't go away until you finally get one. Then you can stop worrying because you finally got the one that you're looking for.
Well, talking about the Red Sox, I remember Dennis Leary being interviewed because he's a diehard Red Sox fan. And he's been told, well, you're never going to do it again by Yankees fans. And he said, I don't care. We got one.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. So, yeah, you're right. It'll go away after that.
And the flip side to that, as a Yankee fan that I am, we were the ones that blew the 3-0 series to the Red Sox. First time in baseball history a team comes back from 3-0. It's against your big rival. They go win their first World Series, end this drought. That's a crusher. I won't watch the end of Fever Pitch. It's not a great movie. I've watched it so many times, but I have to shut it off at a certain point because I do not want to see the Red Sox winning a World Series. But then they won in 2009, and it's like a little bit like, okay, we got another one post, so it's all right. Like we have our ring now again. So yeah, it's not until you win, which it's fast. I saw stats, which I disagree with how some of the stats go, but of Grey Cup victories, and just seeing that the Riders only have 4.
That's right.
And 2 came in since like there was the 07 or 8, whatever it was, and then 13 or whatever.
2 came in our lifetime.
That's crazy for that franchise, for how long they've been around, for how few titles that they actually have.
119 years or something like that they've been around.
Yeah.
Well, winning is contagious in a way, and once you get over that hump and you get one, that's what we need to do to win, and then you see teams do it a lot. Now, Florida Panthers, you look at my Blackhawks won 3 and 6, the Kings won a couple, the Penguins won a couple. You go football, KC's on a roll and won a couple. Like once you win, Dodgers now 2 in a row. Once you win, you realize what it takes to win, and you've done it. So it's quite likely you're going to do it again and again. And when the teams like the Oilers, the Buffalo, if Buffalo would have got that first one, they might have won 4 in a row. But and then when you lose one, the next it's like, it's a little harder. And then you like Oilers 2 in a row, like, oh man, we were there twice and couldn't get it done. So that seeds of doubt come in your mind of, can we actually win? Instead of the confidence, we won. Oh yeah, we know how to do it. Let's go do it again. So it's kind of a yin and yang. Once, yes, you do win that first time, and it happens obviously a lot. But then that roll you can get on and keep winning.
That's right. Yeah, if you have the right building blocks in place. I mean, I look at the Grey Cup this weekend, and we're talking about Saskatchewan maybe winning this weekend with a 39-year-old quarterback. Next year, are they going to do it again? I mean, I think if the Riders manage to pull it off, and I think they will.
Do you?
I'll take a 39-year-old healthy Harris over busted up hamstring on the other side.
See, that's the great equalizer right now for me.
Yeah.
With Davis Alexander having that hammy thing. I should have talked to Dusky what he heard after that game.
Yeah.
A healthy Davis Alexander, this whole time I said Montreal over Saskatchewan in the Grey Cup.
Absolutely.
I was sticking with that. Davis Alexander still has never lost. But then watching that game and going, the hammy's coming up. The hammy's coming up. He's struggling. I don't know if he could do that for 60 more minutes.
I hope he can, really, just for the sake of the story.
Yeah, I got a week of rest, though.
Yeah,
but the hammy.
But a hamstring that can feel great 1 minute and then...
Yeah, it's gone.
I think it's the leg he's stepping into when he's throwing. So it's hurting the throws and stuff.
Yeah.
I'll say this, just for the sake of having an entertaining football game. I hope he can play through
Absolutely,
it. Because
yeah.
I think we're in for a great football game. I do not want a situation where we're going, you're going to have to put in McLeod Bethel-Thompson to try to save this if you're the Montreal Alouettes.
Then they lose for sure. But can we just say, I actually was watching the end of that BC-Saskatchewan game. Like, what a finish. He didn't catch that touchdown.
You don't think he did?
I was watching the replay, and then it was like, okay, this replay, you can't see nothing. And then all of a sudden, there's that one replay, it's on the ground.
That's the one that Amar Doman retweeted.
And I've seen a few tweets where have it showing him it clearly. And I said that to my wife, I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe this. Saskatchewan, my kid wanted some more milk, so I ran downstairs to get him some milk. And I'm watching replays on my phone as I'm walking, and I holler at my wife, that's going to get overturned. He didn't catch that ball. There's that one. And when they said that it was held up, I'm like, pardon? That wasn't a catch.
It's the problem with instant replay is there's always going to be somebody who's going to find an angle that makes it look like no.
Wow.
And there's another angle that looks like yes.
It was pretty clear that ball was on the ground.
It was on the ground, but did he still have control of it? The hand was behind the ball there.
Yeah, I think the one thing with that angle is his elbow was under it, so it looks like the ball maybe was hitting the ground a little bit. I saw Doman the whole story yesterday of, for those that don't know, BC Lions owner, he just posted a couple screen caps on Insta, and he was going not a catch and stuff. But for me, in the moment, I didn't see it hitting the turf as much. I'm glad you did, because it's interesting that somebody else then was seeing that.
It was like the third different replay that they showed. And to me, like right away, I'm like, that hit the ground. Like immediately my reaction was that. And then they call it. I'm like, wait a minute. My eyes saw something very different than that. And then I've seen a few social media posts where it's like, yeah, that ball is on the ground. But I don't know.
I think the two things to go with one, because that was a long review actually, and I was wondering why is this taking forever? Because I thought then this was a catch. 2.5 minutes
after the play, because I was curious about it. I actually timed it on my PVRs. It's about 2.5 minutes, which is a little longer than normal.
But then they announced the play stands, which means it's not conclusive enough to overturn the call in the field, which then leads to a touchdown. So right. I think there were enough people going, ooh, are we sure?
Yeah.
But it wasn't then conclusive enough because the other angles didn't show it hitting the turf that they're going, well.
Can't see the ball. I mean, the backs to it on other angles and stuff like that. So I don't know. I was stunned. But it would have. What down was it when they got a touchdown? They would have had 11 seconds left and still had another opportunity.
I think it was going to be third down. I think that was second down.
Right. I thought it was second down too. So they would have had one more play
oh, how exciting would have
get the touchdown. And so it wouldn't have ended the game, and they could have done it on the next play. But I don't know. I'm convinced that was not a catch.
For the Lions, Nathan Rourke had the football. They needed one more first down. Yeah. The game would have been over, and they couldn't get it done.
I agree with that.
It was.
Too.
I didn't like the play call too. I was sitting there. I'm like, Rourke's going to run this, and Saskatchewan probably. If I'm saying that at home, watching on TV, I'm sure that
Corey Mace is going.
Corey Mace is going. It's going to Rourke's. Rourke's taking this in some way, which means the defense knows Rourke's taking this in some way.
Yeah,
it was just that's one of those situations. I think everyone's sitting there going, he's going to take the ball. Maybe try to overthink everyone and be like, okay, we're going to throw it. Because if Nathan Rourke takes the ball and puts it in the air and it's dropped or something, I don't think we're as upset. Or like the BC Lions would be as upset. I think it would be more like, okay, you still put the ball in the hands of your best player.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But the run one, I don't know. I didn't like that play call.
No, they had other opportunities. It's on BC, whether it's a catch or not a catch. BC could have ended that game when they got the ball back, and they didn't. So, yeah, kind of is what it is. They put themselves in the position to lose, and they did. Yeah.
I mean, you can never, I don't care what anybody says, you can never point at a referee and go, that is the reason we lost the game. Did you complete every pass? Did you catch everything tossed to you? And did you miss any tackles?
Yeah. Did you take a couple of dumb penalties? Did you whatever?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Well, and if the Riders don't get that touchdown, a lot of drop footballs from Rider receivers. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of moments that you'd be sitting there if you're a Rider going, we screwed this.
It was an exciting game, but as far as football, quote unquote, perfection,
no.
But that's what makes it exciting.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's what it's like the World Juniors in hockey. It's better hockey sometimes because there's mistakes and it's a back and forth game.
Yeah.
CFL or NCAA or U-Sport football and stuff, there's mistakes, which makes it exciting or more interesting, or just like, okay, now I wasn't expecting that, and let's see how this plays off. We've had 4 great playoff games so far.
Yeah, absolutely.
In these CFL playoffs.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's been a good playoff season for sure.
Now, if Davis Alexander is fully healthy, does Saskatchewan have a chance? I don't think so. But, I mean, because of that,
a chance?
It's
Yes.
a chance for sure. But I don't know.
But
I like
would
Montreal's
Saskatchewan
team.
be favored? Absolutely not.
I like Montreal's team better.
Yeah,
Overall.
if today we're not saying anything about the hammy.
Right.
I think it's an easier,
Yeah.
should say, Montreal should go win this over Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
The one thing, Saskatchewan has a very good defense.
Yeah.
They do have a very good defense. They've got a nice secondary.
Yeah.
Corey Mace has done a hell of a job of
yes.
transitioning from a player to an incredible defensive coach. He's doing a fantastic job in Saskatchewan.
Yeah. I saw one tweet that was kind of interesting leading up to this final is Mace sacking Jason Moss when
Yes.
he was
I saw that.
I saw that
was
too,
like,
yeah.
oh, that's kind of cool. But
And I saw Stamp, and I saw at the time an Eskimo. Now, well,
Yeah.
it's clear who the allegiance of this city should be. You're not cheering for the former Stamp in that sense.
no. Well, and go back to what I was saying earlier. Montreal won the cup 2 years ago, and a lot of the same pieces are there. The same coach is there. Like the pedigree is certainly on Montreal's side. Doesn't mean it can't, especially if their quarterback is dinged up. If they have to go to
MBT or who else is there? Shea Patterson? Who's their
Shea Patterson's there. Is he healthy? Because they had a lot of guys that went down this year with injury.
MBT.
Cameron Dukes is there. I can't remember who else. Although, look, Nick Arbuckle had to step in last year.
Sure.
You just need the one good game, I guess.
When I was in Montreal this year watching the Elks Montreal game, MBT was the quarterback, and he was awful. And then they put that third guy in, and boy, Montreal. I mean, Edmonton still ended up winning the game, but boy,
Yeah, but who
he
was that
looked a
one? 'Cause
lot
he got
better
hurt.
offensively.
Who was that one? He used to play in Ottawa.
Yeah, he has good legs.
Darn,
he has
that's
good
bothering me.
mobility and was able to.
He
was
caused some
able to
problems
do-
for the
yeah,
team.
He did, but yeah, we still hung on. But MBT was awful. So I don't know.
He definitely wasn't the MBT of last year.
No.
I mean, MBT took a lot of garbage last year from fans because the Elks were such a terrible team to start off.
Yeah.
But it sure as heck wasn't on MBT's shoulders. So I don't know what happened with MBT from this year to or last year to this year.
Another year older,
Another year older, different
system. I mean, that's
Caleb
sounds
Evans.
Yes.
Caleb Evans was.
That's who it was, yeah.
I would not have remembered that name.
No, that would have taken me a while to remember that one.
Yeah. I'm curious your take on the Elks quarterback situation since you're a big football guy.
Oh, boy. Cody, please come back. That's the first thing I've got to say about the Elks situation. Trey Ford, I think he's gone. I think that's pretty much a given. Unless Cody decides to hang him up, because he said he wants to come back to Edmonton and Edmonton only.
If he
discuss it with
decides
his
to
wife.
play,
Yeah.
Yeah, so Ed and him are having a conversation next week after Grey Cup, where that's when Cody is supposed to have made his decision, so the Elks can make their plans accordingly. Because I mean, if Cody doesn't choose to come back, I mean, then what options are there out there? I think Trey ends up staying.
Yeah, I think they will try and work something out with Trey to keep him here.
Yeah.
I mean, I have no inside information, but that would be the logical decision.
Well, yeah, because it's what vet can you go get? Like, there's.
I mean,
I would say Bo's one of the names I would throw out there. I'm not gonna, but because what is Hamilton? Like I thought going, it's what's Hamilton's future? What are they? They have Taylor Powell. They like Taylor Powell.
Yeah.
That said, though, once the Ticats lost this weekend, Scott Milanovich said he would love Bo to come back for multiple more seasons.
Of course he would.
Which is funny though, because last season it was against the Elks that Scott Milanovich benched Bo Levi Mitchell to go to Taylor Powell. They wanted to move on from Bo. They were going to Taylor Powell. The Elks knocked out Powell early in that game. Bo came back in, and it's been Bo's job ever since. And now Scott Milanovich, we want to keep him.
Yeah.
So that option might be out. I guess then it comes down to, would you look at a Nick Arbuckle maybe.
Arbuckle has a relationship with our coach.
But I'm not sold he's going to be able to replicate what he did last year.
No, I agree.
And then the other one is Drew Brown, because does Chad Kelly follow Ryan Dinwiddie to Ottawa?
Not what Toronto's thinking or they're saying publicly, but depends on who they hire.
I think
as a
I just
coach,
heard
too.
Ottawa Red Black fans screaming no from here.
For Chad Kelly?
Yeah.
I do know some Red Blacks fans, and they are dead set against having CK over there. I can't blame them. The guy's not good for business away from the field.
No,
Absolutely not good for business.
I don't want that. The biggest thing, I love the football player. The player himself, take everything else out of it. He's a good football player.
Yes, he is.
To me, I think he might actually, I would say that he's the best CFLer, quarterback.
Well, when I learned he was on Edmonton's negotiation list, I was excited. Being a Bills fan, Jim Kelly's nephew.
Absolutely.
But then I saw the way he behaves. Cameron Dukes is throwing his life on the line out there on the field, and he's tweeting, "Nope, no." I wouldn't want that anywhere. I wouldn't want that within a million miles of my franchise.
They actually posted a video, the comeback. He posted this full video of the comeback, and everyone saw the football field then still. And so I wouldn't want that in my locker room. That's the thing. You would have to have such a great leadership core, and that will even then it would test your leadership core to keep Chad Kelly in check. But if not, if Cody goes for this team, it's Trey, it's Drew Brown, or it's a complete unknown.
Yeah. Well,
Wouldn't be the first time we have an unknown pop into the CFL and light it up.
well, it would
It's
be
true.
It would be Trey if Cody doesn't come back. But even say Cody does come back, and then it's a automatic releasing of Trey because they're not going to pay his bonus and the $400,000.
no.
So
I don't think he's
so.
gonna see
Who's
it
the
through that.
backup? Because you still need something. That's why I still wouldn't be surprised even if I'm not 100% sure the dynamic in the locker room. Obviously, Terrell Ford has decided to stay here. He loves being in this city.
Which is such a great move.
That was a fantastic move. Surprising.
Yeah, very surprised because of what's going on with Trey. And so
Right.
he said, hey, I don't have to play with him or whatever, but maybe there's a way where they restructure his deal and, he comes back and it's the same quarterback room as it was last year. I think that's not impossible.
No, I do like the idea of continuity because that's how you build a championship. You can't just free agent frenzy it every year and win a cup. It just doesn't happen.
Quite frankly, if you're Trey, at some point you have to realize you're not a starter right now. And you're not getting a starting job this year.
Not yet.
And there's probably a chance you're not getting it next year even potentially. It's the year 26 and then maybe not even 27.
Well, look at Flutie and Cavillo. I'm not comparing. It's apples to oranges, of course. But Flutie wasn't a full-time starter until he was 29, I think. Same with Cavillo. I might be a little off on the exact date, but they weren't 22-year-old kids out of college lighting it up.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong being a backup. And you got to sit there, okay, where do you want to go be a backup? And there's a lot of great options. Myself and Hustler and Lock Shop were last week going through various options. But Edmonton might be one where it's, again, if Cody's thinking retirement, okay, he's not here for 3-4 years from now.
No.
Right.
You could still be that great backup here. And then this is your team. And then because you're still with this organization or whatever, there is that potential. So it's really a mindset thing. And this season, the last couple of seasons, I would say Trey Ford has been slighted by the organization. I would say he was slighted by Chris Jones and all that. This year, I don't think he was slighted. He got his opportunity. They gave him the starting job. Ed gave him a contract. They ultimately made a switch to Cody. And then Cody, there was no reason to fully pull Cody. That I don't think if you're Cody, you can sit there, or Trey, you can sit there and be, I was slighted by this coaching staff. No, I think they gave you.
They gave him a good shot.
Well, my only question is why in the last game was he listed as the third stringer? That to me has me like
That
what
did
was
have
that?
definite undertones of out of here.
Right.
It did.
It did. I agree.
I think part of that though is because the only thing is I thought we'd see Cole Snyder in that game. I thought at some point to see what you have. You know what you have in Trey. You don't know what you have in Cole Snyder. So I thought we'd see Cole Snyder come into play, and that was the setup for maybe we're going to get Cole Snyder into play.
Yeah, maybe.
That's all that was to
who
me.
knows? None of us obviously know what communication went on behind the scenes with Trey and things like that. But I mean, Trey's living here with his family. His brother, I believe, his brother at least in the beginning was living with him. I'm not sure if
Tyrell said he bought a house in Edmonton.
Yeah, so
nice.
There's still a comfort here, I think, a little bit for Trey. Like, so hypothetically, Cody is not going to get big quarterback dollars. If he gets low-end starter money, which is what Trey was given, and then Trey maybe, I don't know, 150.
Well, you'd have
something.
to almost switch
Yeah,
him.
flip them to whatever. Exactly. And I'm not, maybe give Trey a tiny little bit more than what Cody had as a backup or whatever. And I don't know. I think there's a possibility that can happen. Just continuity in Trey's life and with the team and, the potential. I mean, Cody's not young, so he could get nicked up and then in comes Trey to play. And I don't know.
But there's 3 teams out east I look at now. Well, I think BC would be a great option if I was Trey to be under Nathan Rourke. And Buck Pierce is your head coach. You're learning from him. The other 3 options though is okay. So there's Toronto. What's happening with their QB room? There's an opening for a good backup.
Sure.
If it's still Nick Arbuckle and Chad Kelly goes to Ottawa, well, Nick Arbuckle has shown that this was one really good year. So there's a path to potentially being given a starter job there. Who knows what's going on in Ottawa overall, just in general.
Yeah.
And the other one is the team that's in the Grey Cup this upcoming weekend, which is Montreal. What are they going to do with their backup?
Yeah.
What a spot if you're to learn from Jason Moss and the hammy of Davis Alexander. Now, the guy has shown maybe he's a guy that isn't going to see 18 games a season. So you're going to get to the field. That there is an opportunity where if you want a fresh start, there's some spots to go close to home where you could learn from a really good quarterback or coaches and then, or like guys who know, and Jason Moss or maybe a Ryan Dinwiddie or something. And there is a path to maybe being on the football field as the starter.
If Trey can prove himself, I think he would be absolutely lights out in Ottawa. Under Dinwiddie, that could be a nightmare.
Like
for
if
the rest of the East.
Because
Really
what if Toronto
Easy to-
says we're not going to help Ottawa? We're not giving you Chad Kelly. We're not giving you Ryan Dinwiddie or Nick Arbuckle. We have them under contract. We're going to keep these 2. You left us all the best too, Ryan. We're in the same division. It's not happening.
Yeah.
So they keep Drew Brown. Drew Brown though gets injured a lot. They've got Dustin Crum, I guess, but maybe there's an opportunity. Ryan Dinwiddie goes, I'll bring in Trey. He's my backup. I'll see what I can do with him.
Yeah, maybe. It's going to be interesting for sure.
I do like the Montreal suggestion, though.
There's
Those are 2 very exciting quarterbacks. If you had a Trey
similar
and
styles.
a DA there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's young. Alexander's young.
Absolutely.
Nathan Rourke is young. There's not that's a less clear path to me. He has a better chance of being a starter in Edmonton than he does in those places because Cody's old. He's this close to retiring now. If he comes back, it's probably 1 more year.
It all depends. I mean,
Yeah, I would think that there's 2 to 3.
Cody is what, 34?
I don't know if he's quite that old.
33 or 34?
I thought he was 33. He's 33. So he'll be 34 at the start of next season.
Yeah.
So, but he was away from his family. They were living down south. He's got younger kids.
And he's always talking about his family. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he hung it up and, enjoyed the view from the front porch looking in.
But what does he have down there? What's lined up for him next? And that's the thing. If
He was even saying this. Geez, I'd have to get a job.
I'd have to figure this thing out. Yeah, and I don't know if he's panel worthy.
he's a great guy though.
He's a great guy. I just don't know if that's TV worthy.
Yeah.
Like Bo Levi Mitchell is destined for TSN.
I think so, yeah.
He is destined for TSN. Like he'll be.
He's got that cockiness. He's got that swag.
I hope TSN brings him back for the Grey Cup this weekend. They've had him on for the last couple of Grey Cups, and he's fantastic.
Yeah.
But I don't know if Cody's got that in him. I was always sad Michael Riley never got onto the panel. Him and Bo were so well spoken. And I always envisioned that they'd be the 2 new people of CFL and TSN.
But yeah,
Kind of hard to do that as a firefighter, though.
I know.
He's at home. He had that career path laid out for him. He's a big family man. I mean, they have a house now. I played a lot of golf with him when he was here. They have a membership at a private club where their house is on the golf course. I mean, he's living the life. Now, for him to come up here and do games and be away from his family, that's not.
No,
that's
I don't
not
see him
who he
flying to
is.
Toronto every weekend.
That's not who he is. He's a family guy through and through.
He could have done West. He could have done split some West games with Glenn Suter.
Yeah.
Only has to fly up for the 2 days, go back.
That's what Milt does, isn't it?
Milt lives in Atlanta. I
He
believe.
lives in Atlanta, flies up every weekend to Toronto for the.
And I think when Dunnigan was part of TSN, he was flying up too. He was always back down south and coming up here. So it's No, I get why he's not.
Yeah, he's got young
but he
kids
he would have been brilliant on TV.
I agree. Yeah.
He would, whether it be a color analyst or on a panel, Michael Riley would have been brilliant.
Yeah, I think so. He was. I wouldn't say deadpan, but he would definitely just call it as it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he always does that.
That was great seeing him last year at the 75th.
Yeah.
Just having him back in Edmonton was just good.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And I have my suite there, as you know, and they were in the president's suite, and so I was over there. Him and Ricky were hanging out together there, and so I went and spent about a quarter and a half hanging out with those guys and reminiscing about all of our old golf games and bashing how the team sucks and everything like that. It was a lot of fun, and Riley's kids are growing up a little bit now, and so they're running around and terrorizing the place like kids do, and it was absolutely great to see him and be back here. He is so passionate about the Eskimo way still, and I mean he is a Eskimo through and through.
Absolutely.
And he's just it's so glad he was able to get that Grey Cup that he did, because he was just a warrior out there.
Cosmic Rhubarb 3737, because we don't have handles in here.
Hi,
She's
Leanne.
Hi, Chris. So throwing that one out there.
That's a message from Vegreville, Alberta. Go see the Pasanka.
Leanne is fantastic. Okay, well, I do want to get to the great couple weeks coming up.
Oh, yes.
CFL Fans Fight Cancer, CFLFansFightCancer.com. Do you have details on a little bit of the history?
Oh, the history, I mean, I believe it goes back to Ron Lancaster's diagnosis. And he gave his blessing to a group that came in and said they wanted to start this CFL Fans Fight Cancer. I believe it was born out of a Hamilton lacrosse fans fight cancer. And it's just been growing and growing every year. I believe that was 2006 that Ronnie was diagnosed.
It says, because the numbers are from 2006 till 24 at the moment. So they didn't have the 25, obviously, is not in there. So,
Yeah,
06.
so it's a great event. Every year we get together. We basically take over an establishment in the Grey Cup host city. Massive silent auction, lots of fundraising going on, and there's going to be a head shave going on with myself and at least two other fans on the roof of this. I wish I could remember the name of the establishment.
It was Taproot. Was that it? I just had it. Let me get the info from it. 2025 event will take place at Tavern United downtown Winnipeg.
That's right.
It'll be Saturday, November 15th from 1 till 5 for anyone that's in Winnipeg or going to Winnipeg. Free entry for all. Raffle, silent auction, 50-50 door prizes, and more.
And more.
You're the and more.
And I am the and more. Yeah, I'm the one that goes from a long-haired heavy metal guy to a, like I said, an Eddie Steele wannabe from the neck up.
But you'll still be a heavy metal guy, man.
Absolutely.
Just a bald
There's a lot of bold heavy metal guys still out there.
If you head to CFL Fans Fight Cancer website, you'll be able to see the 50-50 that we got going on there. There's a massive grand prize drive. I believe WestJet stepped in to give away 2 trips, or give away a trip or 2 to anywhere they fly, if I remember correctly. Don't quote me on it because I left my notes at home. I think Matt's scrolling right there.
I've got it on the site. Yeah, no,
beautiful.
So yeah, anyway, I don't see this. I can't find the silent auction just yet. So I don't think that stuff's up
No, the
just yet.
silent auction is, I believe it's only live.
Okay.
I believe it's only
That's
live.
only live.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, CFLFansFightCancer.com. The goal this year, I had it. Why should I just brought my? Goal for this year is $100,000. So raised $22,000 in Regina. Was a weird also year. Great money, but that was the COVID year and stuff. So things were a little. Then 2 years ago in Hamilton raised $41,000. Last year in Vancouver raised $75,000.
Yeah.
Wow. This year looking to raise $100,000. So any help, you don't have to be in Winnipeg to help.
No,
for this one. CFLFansFightCancer.com. You could donate. And Chris is raising funds. And he's going to shave his head.
Yeah, I'm going to be shaving my head. I did it 2 years ago for the first time.
Yeah.
Christian Salisbury, rest in peace, used to be a kick returner for the Edmonton.
He was brilliant.
He was such an incredible kid.
He just looked at a wall and he's like, I'll run through it.
Yeah.
That's how he ran.
Yeah.
And he just went straight in, and it was great.
Well, we had gone years and years without a kick return touchdown of any kind.
Yeah.
And I approached him at the Elks dinner that year, and I said, can I get you involved in this? If you run one back, I'll shave the head. Because at the time, my hair was a lot longer than it is now. I'd been growing it for 15 years, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'd trim it down so it looked decent, but yeah, I've had long hair for 15 years. And Christian looked at me and says, yeah, I can get behind that. And his mom, Melissa, I don't know if you're watching, but God love you, lady. Wow, what a fantastic woman. So yeah, we tried that. Unfortunately, Christian was killed in the off season at a party, and Deontay's Alexander, thankfully, ran one back. I believe it was the final game of the year.
Yes,
And
out in Winnipeg.
Everybody in my section, Chad, Kayla, if you're watching, hi, turned around and they're both doing this to me. My phone starts lighting up with scissor emojis. I'm like, okay, here we go. And yeah, we raised a lot of money for that. I think we raised about $1,300 that year. So I'd like to beat that this year. That was just for the shave alone.
Very nice.
So here's hoping. I mean, CFL fans, come get it.
Is it just you?
It's myself and Connor Sauvé out of Toronto is going to be coming, and I believe there is one more. Connor is a die-hard Argos fan. So it'll be green and gold and blue up on top of that roof. So hopefully winter in Winnipeg isn't going to be too terrible for our clean domes.
What is the weather supposed to be?
Because in
I don't even
Hamilton,
know.
it was nasty.
Oh, was it?
Forecast has changed a bit. By the way, I woke up today and it was 8 degrees in Edmonton.
I
was
know.
like,
Beautiful.
why is it
Crazy.
8 degrees all of a sudden? -4 right now in Winnipeg. On Saturday, the high is 5 degrees. The low is
Wow.
-6. Sunday, the high is 1.
Okay.
So for the game, it's
that's
right
gonna be
there.
really
But
nice.
during Saturday, during the time, it'll be just above 0 or so. So it should be rather nice for you out there. So I'm looking for. I've never been to one of these events, so I'm looking forward to coming out on Saturday.
It's such a blast. And it happens right after the Spirit of Edmonton breakfast. So probably a third of the breakfast crew just pile into an Uber and head to the next one for
That's brilliant for the silent auction. Bunch of people who are just
It is
polished off some sluice juice.
liquid
Oh, you
encouragement.
need to donate to this, no problem.
Absolutely. I'm not ashamed to admit that it's definitely a well-lubricated fundraiser.
Jerry told me I'm supposed to get a nap after the Spirit of Edmonton breakfast. There's no time to get a nap. I'm heading to this.
You just put your head down in the Uber. That's all you do.
I'm gonna have to trust Ms. Kayla to show me the ways on this one and how to get from one to the next one and something like that. Well, good for you though for shaving your head.
Oh, thanks.
And raising this
All
money.
I'm doing is getting a haircut. I just need people to raise money for it. I mean,
If you do want to donate it on YouTube right off the bat, if in the bio of this video, it's right there, or you can just go to CFLFansFightCancer.com. There's a donate spot where you can donate to this. And if you are heading off to Winnipeg and just want more details, it's all there. This is what Chris raised the traveling around.
that's right. Chris Mofchuk, yeah.
Yeah, he did it for same thing.
Yeah, yes, it was CFL Fans Fight Cancer. He did a fantastic. I think he raised about $20,000 on his own, setting a world record, attending a game in each stadium in the league in the shortest amount of time.
He's we found the book. He's in the Guinness World Record book. We found his picture in there and stuff. And his
Also
design.
known as Bucket Guy, if you want to look him up. I believe Twitter you can find him as X-Pegger.
It's
He's a Bombers fan living in Ottawa, so X-Pegger.
Okay, that's cool.
It's gonna be a fun time. But yeah, there you go. And it's nice that the CFL community from across the country come together. And
Well, the CFL fan is a
cause.
special thing. And I'd like to add one thing. We are
Go for it.
quite behind in donations. I don't have an exact tally, but I know things are tough with inflation, everything else, but cancer affects everybody. We definitely need the CFL family's help.
do we have any tallies? I'll have to find that a little bit.
I believe
later, but
I believe we're significantly short at the moment.
please, the last year raised $75,000 in Vancouver. So hopefully, if you have anything to donate, great cause. Please, CFL Fans Fight Cancer.
I would assume though that climbs as it gets closer. But,
I imagine it will,
because it's typically people don't jump on the bandwagon of supporting things extra early. It's just that last minute stuff, and it'll get there.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I really do.
We'll get a nice push for that. We'll mention it a little bit later in the show as well.
And I'll also, I will be driving to Grey Cup this year for the first time in 10 years. The last time I went to Winnipeg for a Grey Cup, I drove. I figured, why not? Let's do it again this year. But if any businesses out there have silent auction items they want to donate, I'll take him there myself. Not a problem whatsoever.
Sir Douglas, 1873. The CFL Fans Fight Cancer venues within walking distance this year, so it'll be a stumble. I'm assuming from Spirit.
Wonderful.
I'm assuming this is from the Spirit, so that's even better.
So no napping then.
Definitely no nap. There's maybe at a table or something. I'll find some sort of spot or something like that. But it's a stumbling distance, so it's right there. We get the fresh air.
Absolutely.
Get you feeling good after that sluice.
Is this going to be emotional for you with your hair? Because I mean, you got some.
I'm not going to lie. It was quite emotional for me
sure.
first time around. It was so long, and my best friend passed away 5 years ago. He used to do it all the time. So for me to do it, it just kind of hit me.
Yeah,
because he was huge into raising funds for cancer treatment because his mom passed from it. So I'm kind of carrying the torch on.
Yeah, well, good.
Remind me after the show. I might have something to give for a silent auction item.
Wonderful, thank you.
Well, there you go. And well, I'll do too. I'll give a foursome to the ranch for the silent auction. So
that's fantastic.
That's worth $400. So if there's Edmonton people out there, they can jump on board and yeah. So I'll get your contact information and I'll get you something for that. Yeah.
That'll make Cameron smile. Cameron Hagelass, by the way, is a diehard Bomber fan he volunteered to front up the fundraiser this year in Winnipeg. So Cam, if you're watching, thanks for the work.
I know somebody who's going to be bidding on those 4 passes.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you'll be diving in on that one. That's
this guy right here.
I'm going to be watching Matt burn a hole in the carpet between that bid sheet and his seat every time he sees someone else going up there.
I love a good silent auction.
Oh, yeah.
And I love the ones like the online stuff's cool. Like when you know you can't get somewhere and then you could go see. But there's nothing like staring people down as somebody's getting close to my sheet. Like and then you're doing the little walk by just to like glance down at it to see if anyone else has bid on it. And then you watch the end and everyone's standing right by it, so that they'll be the last ones. I love a good silent auction.
You're going to bring your own pen, aren't you?
Can't confirm or deny that.
That's actually a good idea.
That's a smart idea. You don't have to wait in line. Just
that, or you just have one of those pens with you at all times.
What a great argument to have, though. Increasing money for cancer research.
Absolutely.
I like that.
I just love a good silent auction. I don't go to enough, but I'll be doing it in Winnipeg.
What do you go for? What's your if you see this type of thing,
it's more just things that are, it's usually generally just the sports stuff type
yeah.
thing. I don't go a lot for the other things. I'm focused on the sports. I have a Terry Vaughn signed picture in my office. I haven't hung it up in the new place yet. That was one of the last ones I bought, but I love Terry Vaughn. He's my favorite.
Where was it? Because I remember I seen it in your office at the old place. But you've had that for a few years now, haven't you?
Yeah, the first heavy hockey showdown that we were part of 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I went to the silent auction. I saw a signed Terry Vaughn picture. And I'm like, well, that's mine.
Yeah.
Like no one is getting this one from me. That's mine.
Yeah.
Like Terry Vaughn was my favorite player of all time.
One of the greatest mistakes the Stampeders ever made was getting rid of him.
Oh, I was crushed when we traded him.
Yeah.
And I'll use we there. I don't know if Tommy's listening or not, but deal with it. When we traded him to Montreal.
What's it doing sitting on the floor?
I haven't hung anything up yet. I don't know where to hang everything yet.
You've been here a while. You should get.
I know, Murray. Yeah. I know. You're right.
Yeah.
Usually I bring like my dad in though to help with something like that, and I haven't asked him to come on down. And I've been busy a lot of weekends, so maybe after Grey Cup.
Okay, fine.
I've been busy.
Sounds like excuses to me.
Well, here's where it is an excuse. A lot of those weekends I have been busy, but I've also been here doing Elks pre and post game. So I'm here. And I could easily do it during like halftime or something.
I was thinking that,
so I've been busy, but at the same time, like I'm here. It wasn't exactly planning at the best.
It's possibly to be busy and procrastinate at the same time.
Yeah. That's what's happening. This is going to be home for a long time, Maddie. Get it done.
It is. It will be home for a long time. Leanne does ask if you know who's doing the shaving this year.
I don't know yet. I suppose we could find somebody to do that. It was actually Kayla that shaved my head 2 years ago, along with Dean Faithful, kicker at the time.
I remember seeing that video when you guys were doing it because Turf District went live with that.
That's right. Yeah, but I don't think they'll be going live with it this year because Andrew will be helping with the MC duties of the CFL FFC.
Oh, is he?
Yes. Normally, the past few years, it's been Adam Goss, PA announcer for the Toronto Argonauts, but he decided this year he actually wants to sit down and enjoy it and spend some money rather than raise the money. So,
How
So
many
who's
Grey
doing it
Cups have
again?
you been to?
I think this is my 6th or 7th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't get to as many as I'd like,
Yeah.
but I've gone the past
How
few
many have
years.
you gone to? Or just here?
One here.
Just here?
Oh, really?
18?
Yeah.
You got to check out an out of town Grey Cup sometime. It's a blast.
I'm sure it would be.
Next year. Calgary.
Sluice juice. Sluice. What I've asked this before to people, but I don't remember. What is in sluice juice?
That is the fluid that will make you forget the best breakfast you'll ever have. It's an amazing concoction of there's orange juice in there. I'm pretty sure there's vodka, and the rest Jerry will not tell us.
They don't tell. They
Jerry
don't
Haraxi
let
will
people know.
No,
Is it good though? It's
amazing.
It
you
tastes
don't even
delicious.
realize it's booze. It's dangerous.
It tastes like, or it just tastes, it doesn't even taste fully like a spiked orange juice. It tastes mostly like an orange juice. Like naturally, if you drink it, you'd be like, okay, this isn't just orange juice. There's something in it. But that's generally what it just tastes like. And it goes down very nicely if you like orange juice.
My first Spirit of Edmonton breakfast was an embarrassing moment. It really was. I mean, I didn't do anything to embarrass myself, so to speak, but I walked into the Spirit of Edmonton breakfast absolutely hungover.
As many have.
I was dragging
As
myself
many
in. I think I
have.
had sunglasses on, and they put down this pitcher of orange juice on the table, and I'm like, oh, perfect. Need the
it was-
electrolytes.
It was not
A jug and a
orange
half later, a buddy of mine sitting beside me is just looking at me with this big Cheshire cat grin. And I'm like, that's the sluice juice, isn't it? He goes, yeah, how do you know? I said, I don't know hungover anymore. It was terrible.
It's delicious.
It is absolutely fantastic.
And I forgot, Jerry's made it. He was saying, because he was on the Hangout a couple weeks ago, he makes it for events and stuff, but it's never the actual sluice juice. If you want the actual sluice juice, you either have to go to the Spirit of Edmonton breakfast or you have to go to the tailgate and stop at their spot, and they serve sluice juice there, and that's the only times you could taste it. But there's very few people that know the actual recipe. I don't even know what's in it. Like, I don't know the special ingredients.
drink it.
I've heard,
It, absolutely.
but I don't know.
And I think that, so they also have it like the recipe, like, because AGLC has broken it down so that they can go to other liquor boards. So in Manitoba, they can go to liquor board and be like, this is what we're doing. And it's because they have to follow, because you've dealt with
Liquor laws, of course.
liquor laws and all that. There's one for how much booze you could have, all that stuff. So they have it all written up. So there's a sheet somewhere that has it, and some liquor board person gets to look at it and knows what's in it there, but that's it. That's all.
Yeah.
No one else knows.
by liquor laws, at least in Alberta, to put a jug of orange juice in front of you that has a bunch of booze in it, that's not legal, because then in whatever you pour, there's no knowledge of how many ounces of booze is in that. So that's not the way it can legally work.
They get away with
you-
it somehow.
yeah,
at
if
some
you-
event here when they do
but
it
so
here.
long as you just get the permission. I mean, it's not like they have AGLC inspectors walking around.
They watch them making it.
Oh, do they?
That's what Jerry says. They will sit there and stand there and watch them make it.
Wow. Okay.
And at some point, they'll walk away and be like, "Yeah, you've got this. You're doing the right thing." But they will bring people out, watch them make it at least. Wow. Yeah,
Strict.
it's not as fun.
No.
Okay, quickly, because then we'll transition, because there's some Oiler news that just broke here.
Oh, is there?
Grey Cup prediction.
Great prediction. Score?
Team. You want to go
Saskatchewan.
score. So you're going to go Saskatchewan.
I've got to go with the Riders on this one.
Murray.
Montreal.
I started this playoffs, and it's been a little while. I said Montreal over Saskatchewan. I'm not going off that one. I'm sticking with Montreal, but the Davis Alexander hammy.
I put my money on Saskatchewan to win at the beginning of the season, believe it or not. I
Okay.
thought they were the team they're going to... Not that I'm cheering for them.
No,
no, I'm not cheering for
Oh,
them.
you're cheering for money.
I never cheer for the lesser shade of green.
What were their odds?
I don't recall.
You don't recall?
I was just... Yeah, that's probably who's going to do it.
I put money on the Edmonton Elks to win the Grey Cup right after the free agent frenzy where they signed every good player in the planet. And they were 19-1 at that moment.
Yeah.
And yeah, I
There's a
lost
reason,
my money.
yeah.
I lost my money.
But you had fun watching them.
Most of the time.
Most of the time, yeah. There was the odd one here
It's
or
nice
there.
to see them win at home more than not. So,
Yes.
yeah.
I'm trying to see if I
absolutely.
could quickly find preseason odds. Oh, what is this from? This is from possibly preseason odds. I just had it and I just lost it. Okay. Saskatchewan from this one was plus 650. Toronto was the favorite at plus 250. Winnipeg at plus 500. Montreal at plus 500. Saskatchewan at plus 650. So if you got that number, that's a really nice number. Ottawa was plus 7. BC was plus 800. Hamilton was plus 1,200. Edmonton was plus 1,600. Calgary was plus 2,200.
Yeah, everybody thought Edmonton was going to be better than Calgary.
I
did. But wow.
This other book. So then during the season in July, Montreal, Saskatchewan were the two best favorites at one point. Calgary jumped up to plus 1,200, and Edmonton at one point was plus 10,000. They kind of dropped.
Yeah.
And Okela, she dropped. She had 7,000 to 1 odds on the Elks at one point this season.
Interesting stuff.
I did take the Elks over on the wins for the year, but I was dead wrong on that one.
What
I think it was 8.5.
8.5.
Yeah.
I just snooped and saw the Oilers news.
Yes. This is the EST Hangout here on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton Sports, presented by Play Alberta. The Hangout brought to you by Sentinel Storage, Canada Storage experts. We got Chris Agar, who will be shaving his head coming up this week. CFLfansfightcancer.com to donate. We got Murray, McCourt, Matt Iwanyk with you here. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, he will be out. Where was the tweet that I just had for it? He'll be out for about a week. He's not going to play tonight, undisclosed as to why, says head coach Chris Knobloch. Janmark's going to set to make his season debut tonight. Lazar comes in for Tomasek, and Stuart Skinner gets the start in net for Columbus. But the Oilers will be without Ryan Nugent-Hopkins for at least a week. The way sometimes the Oilers are with this injury is it might be 2 weeks because it takes a while. I didn't see anything. Yeah, so that's where we're at. So Ryan Nugent-Hopkins out.
Not really the news you wanted to hear this morning. Oilers fans, probably, eh?
Anytime an Oilers fan hears news, they think goalie. Would they not? Is Skinner?
That's what they want.
I mean, that's what they want.
They want the goalie change.
Well,
imagine the pressure of being an NHL goalie in this market, though. That's what you sign up for. I know.
But it's not an easy one to have right now, and Saturday was not a good night overall for the team.
With the goalie move, though, it comes down to it was clear they scoured the market this summer. There was absolutely not a clear upgrade over Stuart Skinner available, so they didn't make a move. But was there a clear upgrade over Calvin Pickard available? I would venture a guess that there probably was many, but a move was not made there. But because he is, whatever you want to say about Stu, Pickard has been absolutely abysmal this year, far worse than Stewart. He's not. They are absolutely not in a position, I don't think, where, I mean, that's the move I think they probably need to make, is upgrade on him and give someone that can battle Stu a little bit and hopefully get Stu playing better. But I don't know. That goalie market is tough. And then it still comes down to this. Their salary cap position that they're in is absolutely disgusting. When Hyman comes off the IR, they're going to have to do, sounds like 3 guys are going to have to leave the team, either via trade, waivers, put down to the minors. I mean, what are you going to do when your goalies are paid so minimal? If you're going to get an upgrade on Stu, you're going to have to be getting someone that's getting paid $2, $3, $4, $5 million a year more. And what are you going to do with that? How are you going to do it? You're not. It's impossible. They are painted in a corner. So there is not a big goalie change coming. I mean, on Pickard, sure, but that's it. I mean, there's no salary cap space to do anything.
I can't argue with that. I just, one, though, you know, when you're a Stan Bowman, you're being paid money into Jeff Jackson. You got to go now figure this out. You put yourself in this spot. You got to go make it work somehow. But I feel like it's more of a off-season move as opposed to mid-season move.
They're both free agents at the end of the year. So
it's a clean slate.
Something's happening in this offseason.
And there's a lot of money for the Edmonton Oilers in the offseason, especially with Connor staying at 12.5.
Yeah.
There's a lot of money that the Oilers are going to have to play with that you can go try to get that goalie and you could go spend.
Well, that 12.5 contract, that was that not Connor saying, you got 2 years, let's get this done?
That's exactly what he was saying.
Yeah, or I want to, at the very least, like, I'm going to give you guys some cash because we need to get this done in the next couple of years. And then we'll see what this team is going to have to, how we transition this team. But we're in a tough spots here. I'm going to help you out.
I couldn't imagine being a fan paying that kind of money to go see them play right now. I mean, 9-1. Ouch.
That's it.
Ouch.
And that's usually a prime one. Saturday night, hockey night in Canada, 8:00. That's usually a nice one where, like, even on the resale market, that's a bigger ticket, and you come out with a 9-1 performance.
Everyone was touting us up as the battle of the two big heavyweights in the Western Conference, and that's the game that the Oilers threw out. But let's just bring a little sense of reason to this whole situation. It doesn't matter if you lose 9-1 or if you lose 2-1. You got 0 points.
You also only scored 1 goal.
Yeah, you only scored 1 goal. The defense sucked. Goaltending sucked. Forward sucked. I mean, everyone sucked. Okay. Throw that one in the garbage. Move on. You got to have a comeback game tonight. You got to bounce back, and you got to play with some heart and passion tonight. If you don't, especially heading into this big long road trip, which Oilers Nation is probably going to get worse before it gets better here. But right now, they're 2 points out of second place in their division. 2 points. They win tonight. I don't know who else is playing, but potentially they could be in second place in their division instead of second last in their division with 1 win. They're not playing great. They have some issues. They have some problems that are going to have to sort out. But 2 years in a row, they've been bad. In the beginning of the year, they made it to the Stanley Cup final. Like, this is way too early to be pressing a massive panic button and jump off a cliff here. They're 2 points out. Does it look good? No, they haven't looked good. But they still have Connor. They still have Leon. A lot of their players are significantly underperforming. They're not going to be underperforming for the entire year. They're going to play better. They get Hyman back here in probably, it sounds like, about a week. Like, it's not going to be like this forever. Are the Oilers going to miss the playoffs? I'm not a gambler, but I would go bet money right now. The Oilers are not missing the playoffs.
No, I don't see that at all. I mean, they're too good to miss the playoffs.
Right.
But like Matt, what you were saying before we went on, I mean, this is about the same point as they were last year.
Yeah, they are 1 point now behind what they were last year. Through 16 games, they had 17 points last year. Through 16 games this year, they're at 16 points.
Some things that I would maybe...
That's how close it is. Like, that was the same panic last year. I think panic's worse this year than it was last year, a little bit more. But for the most part, yeah, I remember there was worry last year, and then what happened? Like, there was no worry in January. There was no worry in February. Everyone knew they'd make the playoffs. It was just a matter of positioning.
Right. Mm-hmm.
We're going to get back to that spot. I am confident of that one.
Who's going to step up on that roster with any grit?
Well, I mean, that's a loaded question. They have, and they are a very, very easy team to play against. Mm-hmm. And I mean everyone that listens to the show know that I hate Stan Bowman with everything in me because he's an absolutely ass GM. He ruined my Blackhawks organization not just because of the situation, the Kyle Beach situation, which he helped cover up, but because he was a terrible GM and gutted our team, made some of the worst trades possible, and now Oilers are stuck with this guy as a GM. He just signed Trent frickin' Frederick to an 8-year contract when, for what? He came in here last year with absolute ass in the playoffs, and he gives him 8 years. Give him 1 year. Show me that you deserve a longer term contract. Who were they negotiating against? But they were themselves. I mean, that is a typical Stan Bowman move. He's not a good hockey player, and they're now stuck with him for 8 flipping years. Absolute joke.
Well, for Oilers fans' sake, I hope he's not a good player now and will become one. But
that's the one benefit is, okay, it's 8 years. Maybe they're still banged up a little bit from last year. High ankle sprains aren't easy, and next year you get a little bit of a switch.
Yeah, maybe. Here's the interesting piece, though, that I look at too is Oilers lost Coffey and Gulletson from the bench. Mm-hmm. And overall, I think it's extremely clear that Knobloch's still the head guy, but the quality of the coaches around him is not the same that it was last year. And I think that is beyond obvious.
Well, Strudwick was saying the other day, I mean, when you lose Coffey off the bench, you don't realize just how much is being lost.
Well, and how well the defense played last year compared to how they're playing this year is, I mean, it's astronomical, the difference that he made as a coach with the D-Corps. And so, yeah, I think that's a big factor. And another little thing that I was doing some research is you talk about the grit and the sandpaper. You look at some of the guys that they chose not to re-sign, like Corey Perry and Evander Kane. You know, some of the other guys had a little spark to their game too, like Connor Brown. You know, he a little feisty. Not, but you look at some of the years that these guys are having right now. You guys know that Corey Perry has 7 goals in 10 games.
I saw his stats yesterday, and I was just like, "How is that happening?" Yeah. It was a stunner.
Yeah.
Now, did he want to leave, or did the Oilers just
too much money?
Too much money.
That was the one problem with it. Like Connor Brown got $4 million out of New Jersey. He couldn't get $4 million here.
Corey
Perry wanted
has 7
extra
goals already.
But no one, even Ken Holland was not projecting 7 goals from Corey Perry to start this season.
No, absolutely not. And Evander Kane's on half a point a game pace. I'm missing somebody. There's another. Two
Victor
guys.
Arvidsson.
Victor Arvidsson
is having a great season
has
to start.
6 or 7 goals. Skinner in San Jose he has 7 or so points. And yeah.
I haven't followed Jeff Skinner, but I saw Victor Arvidsson's stat this weekend, and it was quite surprising.
Skinner's stats are about the same as what Arvidsson's are. So all these guys that the Oilers moved on from, and I mean Arvidsson and Skinner, if I again go back in time, I mean those guys never should have been signed here in the first place, and they'd still have Broberg and Holloway. But I mean that story, I guess that's long past, and we should maybe move on from that. But I mean, there's just so many decisions that have been made with this team over the past couple of years that are very questionable. And I mean, this is now Stan Bowman's team, and I hate to tell you, Oilers fans, this guy's going to end up getting fired, and you guys are going to be like, what in the hell did we have this guy as our GM for the last however long it's going to be before they fire him? Because they will, because he's that bad.
You think you'll leave him as much of a mess as Chiarelli did?
Well, and hey, who's making hiring decisions? When you look at Chiarelli as a GM here, who will never be a GM in this league ever again, but yet he was a GM of the Oilers, and now you got Stan Bowman. Like, what is going on? Why are you making such horrendous decisions on the people you hire? I don't get it.
Bob Nicholson was the first one. This other one is Jeff Jackson. Hired by Cates, though.
Yeah.
Nicholson didn't put Jeff Jackson in the place. I will say this about coaching staff, though, because I think that is an interesting part to this that maybe we're not playing. And I'll go to something Fajardo said with Reed and Jay when he was still the backup of the Elks, but back in like early July. He says it's a whole new coaching staff that the Elks were going through. He said it takes time. It takes time. There's no continuity. There's a lot of changes on the Oilers coaching staff. Mm-hmm. There's a couple of key pieces there, and the reports are the players loved Glenn Gulletson. They loved having him on the bench. Maybe they're just getting used to the new coaches here. Maybe they're just trying to figure out these new coaches and what they want and stuff. And that's part. Like somebody in the Nasty Chat did say that the underlying numbers aren't as good this year as it is the last 2 years. But this maybe is just they're just figuring out what the rest of while Chris Knobloch is still there. There's other changes. Mm. Maybe it's a time thing here, just learning these new coaching staffs. Because how often does a team that's that good from the year prior have that many changes on the bench? Yeah, it doesn't happen too often. So maybe it's just strictly coaching, just learning that system or what's expected of them, what they're trying to do, and that takes a little bit of time. That's not something that can happen with a snap of the finger.
And we live in such an instant gratification society. Yeah. People are used to winning now. Just like on the video game system. Well, it's not like that in real life.
I might question that thought process about getting used to their coaching because the give a bleep meter on the team is clearly low. And if that is low, I mean, if they're working their butts off and playing hard and you're not getting the results you want because you're confused on the ice, you're confused with the systems, you're confused with this. Like if you remember a few years back, they changed the defensive structure to the box plus one, and the Oilers couldn't figure out how to play it. And so they had to revert back to a zone or man-to-man system over the box plus one, and because the players couldn't adapt. But I don't see that as the problem right now. I see the lack of effort as the problem. So they need the coaching staff to if they're capable of it, light a fire under their butt. And like you talked about the passion on the ice, and Frederick is on the carpet for this with everybody right now. After a 9-1 drubbing, if you guys are the head coach of the team, when you're and maybe he did something in the dressing room, but when you're out the media and he's just all, this, like so nonchalant, like get fired up, be pissed off. Like if the coach and the coaching staff, and I don't know about the other coaches, if their attitude just seems so laid back and whatnot, well, what are you going to do when you get the players fired up? You got to get them going. And so I would like to see Knobloch. And like I said, maybe he blew a gasket on the team in the dressing room and then came back and was calm with the media. But man, I guess at practice, Connor laid into the team a little bit yesterday, which is, so there's some fire there, but there's got to be some fire from somewhere. And if we don't see a team tonight coming like out there hitting and working hard, and
they got to punch the Jackets in the mouth off the start.
And if they don't, then there's some deep issues here.
Yeah, I think give a bleep meter. They just seem like a team that doesn't care yet. And they will, but it's they to a degree, like it was like I remember the first preseason. I'm like, it's already preseason. Like we just watched them play in the Stanley Cup. Like, can we have I wonder if for them it's just like there's a little bit of a don't care because we'll get going. It's not January yet or whatever. Like we'll get there. We'll get going. Like this is a long season. I'm not caring for 82 games plus 4 rounds of playoffs. There's only so much care I can give. There's only so much energy I could exude throughout an entire season. We had 2 very long seasons. I can't do that for a third season. So I'm gonna hold off a little bit, and then we'll get going right away here. Although with McDavid yesterday, I think that's now at a point where it's okay. Well, that flip's got to switch here soon. It seems like
9-1 drubbing is going to flip the switch. If it doesn't, that's my point. If it doesn't flip the switch, then there's some deeper issues here.
I don't know if I want Knobloch, though, to be a guy that goes to the media and gets all pissed off, because I feel like then that's the end of the line for a coach. Like, especially the type of coach that he is.
Yeah.
That it would be like, well, if they don't punch the Blue Jackets in the mouth tonight, then what's next for Chris Knobloch? Like, he's not that type of coach. That's kind of almost like break glass in case of emergency for the type of coach that he is.
Sure. Mm-hmm. It's not coaching, though, ultimately. I mean, the assistant coaches concern me a little bit, but with Knobloch, it's, 5 coaches in 7 years?
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. Like, so quit flipping on that. He just signed an extension. He's the winningest coach in the Oilers' history right at this point in time. Like, he's not going anywhere. I mean, this is on the players to execute and get their give a F meter a little higher. And it's on Bowman to get, he might have to make a change or two with no salary cap space, which he painted himself in that corner to make a couple moves. But look at the Florida Panthers right now, 2-time Stanley Cup champions. They're not in a playoff spot right now. Now, to be fair, they don't have Tkachuk or Barkov, so that's a little bit different scenario, because that if the Oilers didn't have Draisaitl and McDavid, yeah, they'd suck. Mm-hmm. So,
but the team is missing Hyman.
Yep.
And from an energy perspective, and just that passion and that give a bleep meter.
Yeah. That's
a really good player for that. And so once they get Hyman back, I wonder if that's a little bit of the switch that they need to get out there and get going, because he just has, it was funny. The Morning Boys, they were playing the Zach Hyman goal song that they have. And in there, I think it's a Dave Tippett clip. It was something along the lines of his energy's infectious or something. I'm like, that, yes, it is. Like, and I do
that would be
wonder,
the key ingredient to the recipe right there.
I wonder if just him going into the lineup is going to be enough to get this team to make just that little bit of that turn to take a step up.
Well, Janmark works his butt off normally too. So hopefully he comes in and provides energy and spark. It's his first game of the year, right? So, and Hyman, when he comes back first game of the year. So, I mean, that's a couple of guys that, like Janmark, great on the penalty kill. He goes out and works hard. He's not going to score much, but he's hopefully going to work his butt off. And guys, like someone has to just take the lead and get out there and do it, and others are going to follow. But right now it just seems like it's all so, they need someone just take them by the hair and drag them into the fight.
Or create some kind of pulse.
Drag them into the fight.
So just a reminder for everyone, Oilers Blue Jackets tonight. It's a 6:30 game here in Edmonton, which means 5:30 GCL Diesel Ulstrom pregame show with Tommy and Benny getting you set for this game. It is a prime game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so if you go to your Sportsnet package and there's no Oiler game, and you're going, why is there no Oiler game? And you start yelling and getting mad at Rogers Sports and all that. Remember, it's not Sportsnet. It is Amazon Prime tonight. So you do need Prime Video to watch tonight's game. So just be ready for that one. In that one moment when you go to thinking about going to Sportsnet and you get there, you don't see the game, just remember quickly that you heard on the Hangout or any other spots, oh yeah, it's Prime tonight. Because that's just a standard anger thing. But it's part of sports now is we're slowly going to be getting into a world where it's,
I imagine there'll be a few 5 channels and they can't have it on.
yes, you know.
There's going to be a few tweets like that.
It's on TSN. TSN gets a lot of hate for the fact that they have 5 channels. And I can't watch this Jets game. Yes, it's the regional rights. They don't have national rights. You don't live in the region. You can't watch it. Been going through this for 12 years. But no, we're still learning those things. But yeah, it's the streaming service and finding if they're on multiple things. It's just the way kind of sports is going. What did I see? Which one's going up in price again? I think Disney Plus is going up.
Yeah, Disney Plus is going up.
They're all going up.
Oh boy, we just
Remember
did a
the
deal.
days when streaming packages were supposed to be cheaper than cable?
You were saving money.
Yeah.
You had your streaming platforms. You could pick and choose what you want, and there was no ads.
Yeah.
And slowly, now there's multiple streaming platforms, so the money's not being saved. They're adding ads into them.
So if you want it affordable, you have to have ads.
You have to have ads now again. And it's just they take things away from you, or they move things on different platforms, and yeah.
I'm at the point of buying DVDs again. If I want to watch something.
I still have many box sets of various TV shows like The Simpsons.
There you go.
Oh boy,
I'm not giving those up ever. There is no provider that is telling me what to do. Or you could sail the high seas. Arr.
we just had a Rogers salesperson knock on our door last week. I wasn't home, and the deal that they offered my wife included the subscriptions to all of those streaming services. And so we can cancel them all, or she already did cancel them all that we have, and everything's included with Rogers. And if my memory serves me, with everything that we switched over, or she switched over to them, we're saving about $170 a month on subscription fees. And her phone was on my business TELUS account, and she flipped it over to Rogers. And yeah, like, it's significant savings. So I don't know what deal Rogers got going on, but it convinced my wife $170 a month is pretty significant. And but it includes all the streaming services. So maybe that's something people could look into if they want to save a few bucks. Not that I necessarily want to plug Rogers, but that's $170 a month, $170 a month.
There's always ways to find different things, but they're all jumping like, well, what I think I saw that you can get a Crave and a Disney package now or something that it's combined. There's a bunch that are all just combining. And
Yeah.
It's just so confusing though.
I know.
Which one do I need? Which one don't I need?
Exactly.
I will say that in my life, I don't think I've ever actually subscribed to a streaming platform in my life.
You haven't?
No. My parents have Crave, so I've used their Crave.
How are you watching the hockey game tonight?
But we also have a family Prime, but I sail the high seas.
All right. I understand.
I've been doing that one for a long time, so there's just
Many
different
people
ways.
do.
It's pushing people that way. It's funny because music was one. Like when Napster came and all of that.
Oh my goodness.
And LimeWire and Kazaa.
The amount of music I took off of LimeWire.
And just downloading it all and putting it on discs, and then in the MP3, and then you got the MP3 player and stuff like that. I never thought there'd be a day I'd pay for music again. And then Spotify for me came out, and it's such an easy fee. And it's just so simple. And they've raised their prices, but it's not enough yet at a point for me that I'm still with them and stuff. But there will be a point where it'll get too high and I'll be like back to sailing the seas and stuff. Unless it's a band that I really love. I do like to buy their vinyls and stuff like that. But now we're that way with TV. It's just like so many people have, like, we're okay with cutting cable, but getting the subscriptions, just going that way. But now people are getting pushed back to the internet and piracy. And I don't think these execs understand that. It's very easy for some people to find how to watch these things. Not above board, we will say.
Yeah.
It's not hard to do it. Just never tweet the letters IPTV together. It's bomb. Bots will spam you.
Oh boy.
Really?
Yes, I've done it a few times. If you have a tweet and you're like, if you just said like, what's a good IPTV service or what is IPTV? Because they'll see IPTV, you will get a bunch of tweets coming at you going, hey, you should check this out. You should check this out. One time I actually
illegitimate ad on the web comes to you. Huh?
It was one of those, I think I did it once years ago, and like within a minute, I already had 10 replies. And I'm like, my followers are not replying to me right now. Like this is just an immediate thing, and it just floods you with it. So never tweet those 4 letters together, ever. That's just my one recommendation.
One little tip, hey?
Yes. Portions of this hour of the EST Hangout, they are brought to you by the High Product Marketing, official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Talk. Promotional products that bring the buzz. Check them out, thehighproductmarketing.com. Dusty and Tommy, Dusty with the Lock Shop, along with Dusty and Tommy for the Oil Stream. They're live at Boston Pizza in the Mayo Center if you want to go join them, just off 97th Street. I always forget what avenue, just off 162nd Ave, I believe that one is. I lived right over there, and I don't even know what the avenue is. We've got EST Afternoons. We got the Reed Wilkins Show with Just Reed today until 5:30. And then, as I said, we got GCLT's Oil Stream pre- and post-game shows getting set for Oilers and the Blue Jackets tonight. Skinner getting the start in net. No Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. He's out for about a week. What else do we have in the NHL for this one? It's a Monday night, so there's not a lot going on. You also got Islanders, Devils, Predators, Rangers, Panthers, Golden Knights in the National Football League. You can join Lieutenant Eric at Century Casino Sports Bar. You got Eagles and the Packers.
Yeah, that's a big one.
That's a very big one.
That'd be really interesting. Is the Packers have been so. What's the word?
Yeah, what is the word? I'm excited to hear what you
Inconsistent
say.
/ not meeting expectations / what the heck is going on over there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like a loss tonight, back-to-back losses. I don't mean to be disrespectful here, Murray, but they have a loss to the Panthers. They have a loss to the Browns, just unexpected, and then a tie with the Cowboys.
And a player from the Cowboys. Is that Parsons, right?
Oh, yeah, that guy, yeah.
Yeah.
You ever heard of him?
Yeah. He sounds familiar.
Like, they go and they beat the Lions. Actually, they really haven't beaten anyone this year outside the
Philadelphia
Lions.
is going to smoke them, I think. I think it's not even close.
Well, yeah, when you look at this Packers, like they beat the Lions in week 1. Looks good. They then beat the Commanders, but we've seen what the Commanders kind of are this year. Lose to the Browns, tie the Cowboys, beat the Bengals, who was even their starting quarterback in that one. They were going with in that game Flacco. Was that Flacco's first game for them? It might have been. They beat the Cards, they beat the Steelers, and they lost to the Panthers. Actually, it's not a great record that the Packers have.
Philadelphia's, and I hate saying it as a Cowboys fan, Philadelphia is really effing good, and they got better at the trade deadline with the moves they made there. Like, I as much as I hate to say it, Philadelphia is going to the Super Bowl again. Maybe against your Bills if they get their heads out of their butts after yesterday, but. I don't know.
What happened? I don't know what happened yesterday. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Just like that player on Green Bay that I have no idea. Who? Yeah, exactly. But my Cowboys are going to have 6 new starters in the lineup on defense next week when we play. And I mean, some of that's guys coming back from injuries, and the Cowboy season's lost, whatever. But you know, it's. They have a crazy schedule coming up after their game next week. So the Cowboys are lost, but we got 6 new starters. Our defense is awful. 6 new starters next week. Their defense is going to get better. And I don't know. I don't mind what went on with the Micah Parsons. And now we got Quinnen Williams from the Jets with some of the draft capital. But selfishly, I do want Green Bay to keep losing because that means the Cowboys' first round draft pick of theirs that we have keeps getting a little higher. So we get a little bit better player to help replace Micah.
Now, Murray, are you a Cowboy fan of the mind of wanting Jerry Jones just to back off and shut up?
Jerry Jones, I mean, it is hard being a Cowboys fan when that guy is your owner because he's an absolute jackass. And he also doesn't know what the F he's doing. Like, yeah, it's tough, but I mean, I'm loyal to my teams. I'll never not be a Cowboys fan. But the worst part about it is when Jerry Jones is not young, he's not going to be around forever.
No.
But then Stephen Jones is going to take over, and I don't know. That might even be worse. I don't know. Like,
Yeah, but I bet there's a way, like media pressure, he might one day give up GM duties and give it to someone else.
Jerry?
No, Steven.
Steven. Well,
Jerry, like, and it's weird. Like Jerry Jones will be the general manager until, like, he physically can't type thing. Either there's a mental or not a medical issue, or he passes, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But that's really what he's like. He's kind of indicated. Like that's where it's going. Steven maybe take over, but I think there'd be enough pressure if things don't go well that maybe one day he'd sit there and be like, "You want to know? I'm not the general manager. I'm going to hire someone else."
I hope you're right, but I don't think you are, because it's him and Jerry's show, and so then it's going to be his show, and I don't know. Maybe he has a kid that's going to help him along the way. I don't know. I hope you're right though, because getting a quality GM in there would be pretty good.
Their schedule after next week against the Raiders.
I know it's
four of their next 5 after the Raider game. They get the Eagles,
Chiefs.
They get the Chiefs. They get the Lions. They then get the Vikings, and then they get the 7-3 Chargers.
Yeah, the Vikings are going to roll them too, probably. The Vikings are solid. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, when I saw Eagles, Chiefs, Lions, though.
Yeah, it's scary.
Oh. And those Chiefs are going to be fighting for a playoff spot still.
Oh, the Chiefs will steamroll.
Wow. That's
anybody surprised about the Chiefs? I was pretty surprised that the Chiefs haven't been.
Well, Mahomes hasn't been Mahomes this year, I don't think, has he? He's been not the same.
I'm surprised that they're only a game above 500. But I'm also not too surprised as to where they are, because they're that team, like I said, with the Oilers. They're not going to turn it on until playoffs, I think they're going through the motions. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then they know how to win when it matters. When it's like the New England Patriots. Yeah. And now the Patriots, they had the advantage of playing in the AFC East, where there's a couple, like you had the Dolphins, you had the Jets, and for a while, like it was the Bills. Like they're
Dolphins
just bottom.
Are good. They just slaughtered Buffalo.
But back with Tom and Bill there, so there was like, of those 6 games that you're playing, you should have 4 or 5 wins right there if you're those New England Patriots. So you could just, for them, they were able to go through the motions through the regular season. Their record was probably better than maybe that they played sometimes in those. And then the playoffs came and they won. Yeah. And they got to the AFC Championship games. They got to Super Bowls. They won Super Bowls. That's who they are. And I think that's what the KC Chiefs are now, is that, okay, you're not winning a Super Bowl in September, October, November. Let's just get to the playoffs. We have to go on the road this year. We're good enough. Yeah. We can go do that. Well, that's where I think the KC Chiefs are at right now.
You look at New England and their turnaround. I mean, that's you can turn your team around in the NFL very quickly with good quality drafting. I mean, 2 years ago, they get Drake May, 3 overall. This year, they get Travion Henderson in the 2nd round. Like, Travion, what did he get yesterday? 180 yards of rushing. Mm-hmm. And, Drake May is, he's a good quarterback, going to be for a long time. So, I don't know. It's at least Belichick's not there anymore. I can tolerate them being good without him around.
Here's a question I want to throw your way as a Bills fan.
All right,
let's hear it.
I have pondered this on air for a couple of years now.
Oh, I'm nervous now.
I'd say the Bills fall short this year. They don't get to the Super Bowl again. Sean McDermott's out. Bill Belichick takes over.
No.
Oh, God.
No.
Why not?
No.
The guy, you give him a team, he will know how to win.
No.
I can't see it. Maybe that's my fandom talking, but ay.
How's he doing in North Carolina right now?
He needs 2 more wins and they'll be bowl eligible. So not good.
How's his girlfriend doing in Carolina right now?
Well, is she on the show? Yeah, exactly. She's the coach, isn't she?
I think if the Pagula said, we'll give you this head coaching job, but she's not coming, he'd dump her in a heartbeat. But I just say, if the Bills can't get it done and you've got Josh Allen, you've got this good team, there's a coach out there that does know how to win. And he has ditched teams in that division before. He don't have allegiances. He'd love to go beat the Patriots twice a year. So I'm just wondering, as a Bills fan, of
would
that
I support
idea.
the move? Oh boy. I mean, that guy.
That's putting you on the spot with a big one.
Oh, just win, baby. I don't care who you hire. Just don't make sure he's not a complete piece of garbage.
He is a complete piece of garbage.
Well, if he's a Bills coach, he's only a
semi-piece
of garbage, in my opinion, because I'm just going to think with my heart.
Yeah, fair.
He is. It's like he's just a guy that only believes and lives and breathes football. That's it.
Yeah, he's not.
He's not a kind person, but
No,
Has
no.
the
he's
game not passed him by, though? The game's evolved. He hasn't. When was the last time he won a championship? How many years ago now?
Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
It was the last one with Brady, wasn't it?
Last one with Brady there. But then Brady.
I want to say 19 or maybe. His last Super Bowl was 2018.
He's done. The game has moved past him.
Well, he lost a quarterback in Tom Brady. Well, there was a separation, and it's not easy to win without a quarterback. So he wasn't good anymore.
Yeah.
Like I'll say this: a GM, Bill Belichick, the game's long past him.
Yeah.
The coach, I'm not so sure. Like I still think that there could be a coach there.
Well,
If you give him college, you can't relate college to what's good. Like being in North Carolina, you're not bringing in just the best players. You're not all of a sudden just because you're Bill Belichick going to get better players than Georgia or Alabama or Ohio State.
Tar Heels are a basketball school more than anything.
Right.
So.
They're not just all, the kids aren't just, even with the transfer portal, be like, oh, I'm going to drop this school to go play for Bill. So
Or
it's
his
not going to be an
girlfriend,
easy
like-
getting players.
No.
But I think if you give him a team, yeah.
do you think Bill Belichick is doing what other coaches in college football are doing to recruit players?
No, he hired Michael Lombardi to go do it for him.
Exactly. He's not. Yeah.
But recruiting's now different in college football.
Yeah,
Recruiting's
show me the
now
money.
not. It depends what it. Well, there's that, but there's the other part where it's now a mix of what you want to do as a school. But there's the old school, which is I'm going to go sit in that parent's kitchen and try to convince the kid to recruit me. Or there's the transfer portal, which is I'm going to try to basically poach kids from other schools
Yeah.
with money.
Yeah. I wish it was back the way it used to be.
I'd like to see it, a little bit of what's going on today. But yeah, it's if you like continuity in sports, it's hard to even be a college fan
I
right, or a
know.
U.S. college fan right now because players are switching around like the pros now.
Yeah. They sure are. Yeah. No loyalty. None.
No, yeah, it's
The only thing I didn't like about the old way is having to sit out a year if you transfer to another school. Because if you're a high prospect, that can really damage your opportunities.
the old way sucked in ways for players. Like coaches could go and they could take a job at a school and after 1 year be like, oh, there's another better opportunity for me and go jump. And they were allowed to go jump. And then the kids, they had to sit for a year if they wanted to leave. And then even then, the school could be like, but you can't go here, 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 or here. You could only go here, here, or here type thing. They could limit that stuff. I always said, like, at the very least, there should have been a rule that if your coach leaves, you should be given a 1 year eligibility to leave too, because the next coach might not like you.
Yeah.
The next coach might come in and be like, well, I didn't recruit you. You're not someone I want here. You came to go for that coach.
Well, our Golden Bears just went through that recently with Morris coming up to the green and gold, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's where, to me, that was the easy first step that should have happened was if there's ever a coach change, whether the coach leaves on their own or they get fired, the players should have the ability then to be like, okay, well, I came here for the coach.
Yeah.
I want to go now find another coach. And I shouldn't have to sit out a year to get to that opportunity.
That's right.
But now it's full free agency.
Every year.
And it's and it happens during they have to at the very least fix the timing. There was a game last year where the Washington State Cougars got into a bowl game, but like 20 guys went into the transfer portal. So they just had 20 guys that couldn't play for them that year, for that game or whatever. And there was one team last year that actually couldn't compete in a bowl game because they had too many players enter the transfer portal. They pulled out, and that bowl game had to go get someone else to go play in it. Otherwise, they were going to have to give up that bowl game for the year. But it's just all these guys now jump in the portal before bowl season, and they're like, well, I'm not risking an injury. I'm not playing. And it's like, oh,
Yeah.
now what's happening?
Yeah.
And you can't blame the players either with the amount of money the NCAA is making.
Absolutely.
You still, I mean, billions every year they're making, and the players are
Not compensated.
hot dog and craft dinner in the dorm.
But now they're getting it.
Yeah.
It's a wild time. I never thought I'd see this day of college football.
Like even same thing. Gavin McKenna, Michigan State. It came down to Michigan State and Penn State for him. They played each other 2 games back to back at Penn State this weekend, and McKenna was getting just roasted by the fans all game long because he, spurred them to go to Michigan State for his $750,000.
Oh, he's at Penn State.
Or sorry, he's at Michigan State.
He's at Penn State.
Sorry, he's at Penn State.
Yeah.
And Michigan State. Sorry, I had it reversed. He ditched Michigan State
to go to
Penn State, and they played each other in Michigan State, and the Michigan State fans were harassing him like crazy, but they were 1-3 in the country, and Michigan State won both games. But
I think he's not having a great start to the year.
No, he's not at all.
If I'm
and he's
not
playing on a
mistaken.
good team. They were number 3 in the country going into this weekend.
Gavin McKenna, what's he doing right now?
A point a game, I think, and he's minus a lot.
14 points in 12 games.
Yeah,
He's -4.
on the third best. team in
4
the country.
goals, 10 assists. With Medicine Hat last year, he had 129 points in 56 games. Point per game pace is that?
What they're saying.
That's a 2.25 point per game pace. That's pretty nice.
That's 80s Gretzky numbers, that one.
Yeah. So if he would have stayed in the Western Hockey League, he would have cruised to being number 1 overall. And then it sounds like from what scouts are saying about him is that he's not playing in NCAA at nearly the same level, say Macklin Celebrini did when he was there, and so they're saying he may still go number 1 overall, but you're getting a player that's not going to jump in and have the impact that some other guys have had. So I could see. That Keaton Verhoff, that defenseman, may catch him and pass him. It depends on who picks number 1 overall and what their needs are. But he's not the lock at number 1 anymore that he was before he made the choice to go to the NCAA. That's for sure.
I will point out, I think Mike, the Michigan fan, one of our listeners, he did say he won't be the best scorer on his team this year. He called out going into the season.
Yeah.
I think that was him. Oilers make it official. Activated Matthias Janmark from IR. Placed Nugent Hopkins on IR. Kasperi Kapanen placed on LTIR. So those are the news from the Edmonton Oilers. Okay, I got metal. You say you're a big metal fan.
Classic metal, yeah.
Classic metal?
Yeah.
So it's like the top metal bands for you.
Oh, boy. How much time do you have, man?
We still got 20 minutes.
Well, I mean, everything going back to early Sabbath to Slash with Miles Kennedy and the Conspirators are definitely right up there. I'm definitely a hard rock guy. That's always been my scene. Throw in some blues. I like music in general, really, but
Blues?
top metal band.
Love
Oh yeah,
blues.
oh yeah. Top metal bands. Yeah, I got to go with Sabbath, Maiden. Yeah, showing my age, but yeah, definitely.
Black Sabbath. I was so glad I got to see him with Ozzy.
Oh, isn't that fantastic?
It was great.
Yeah,
To be able to go.
the nostalgia of it all. Yeah.
Yeah. When they came out with 13, that was one of the first new vinyls I ever got, like new pressings and stuff like that. It was great. And working at the Bear and Virgin, because the music reps would come in, I was able to get it for free that way. It was awesome. It was good.
Well, when was Black Sabbath popular? Like, you're too young for Black Sabbath, aren't you?
That's
Never
music.
too old for never too young for a class.
That's the music. That type of music transcends. It goes over ages. It's the same.
68 is when their first album came out, I believe.
Yeah, like
In 68?
Yeah, that's when the first one came out.
I'm too young for that.
I grew up listening to the Bear. I'll say that. Like my
Yeah.
dad always listened to the Bear, so I was listening to the Bear. So and then at the time they played all those whole older stuff.
Yeah.
And so you just grew up listening to that stuff. It was great. Like I remember going to the first AC/DC show I went with my dad. I went back-to-back shows with my dad. But like just seeing the age range where it's younger people
Oh
like
yeah, you
me.
see 5-year-olds to 80-year-olds going.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's certain
Fantastic.
bands that just transcend. It's Paul McCartney is one of those. Paul
Yeah.
McCartney transcends.
Yeah.
That is my ultimate bucket list concert. Actually,
You haven't seen Paul McCartney?
Haven't.
Go see him.
I tried. Those tickets just went bang the 3 times I had an opportunity to go.
So here's the one tip I will say is because I got tickets for one of those Paul McCartney shows this way. Day of or day before the show, you have to be checking Ticketmaster. They
Yeah.
always release tickets right, like for any concert. Like this is one you have to also be prepared that you might not make the show.
Yeah.
If you're waiting till day of, but often Ticketmaster
Cancel
will
the
release
plans.
tickets because the
sorry.
stage gets sets up, all that gets set up, and or there's like some tickets that just weren't used and they release them, and you can get some solid seats sometimes for face value. But Paul McCartney puts on a good show. I would just go travel to go get Paul McCartney.
Oh, I would,
I think he's
yeah.
going to Hamilton because they're going. I know. I was looking because I saw a picture of their new arena, TD Arena or whatever it's called. They've redone their arena. They've renovated. I saw them putting I think it was on TikTok or something. So I'm like, where is this rink? And I found it was Hamilton. I was like, really? And because I didn't know it was Hamilton at first, and I looked at the people coming, and like Paul McCartney was going, and the Jonas Brothers were going, and MG. Like there were some of those. I'm like, where is this? And then I saw Hamilton. I'm like, really? This is Hamilton. TD Arena, is it? I don't know what it's called. I just know it's in Hamilton.
There are plenty of friends.
TD Coliseum.
They love their city.
So Paul McCartney's coming November 21st. That was sold out. I think that might be opening it. They got MGK. They got Brad Paisley's, Trans-Siberian Orchestra, Jonas Brothers. And I was like, this is Hamilton?
Trans-Siberian Orchestra, if you had a chance.
Have you seen them?
Haven't seen them.
I
Listened
want
to
to.
them. Absolutely love them.
That's a thing that they never come to Edmonton. Every Christmas season, I'm saying, like, is Trans-Siberian Orchestra coming? And no.
They're on my Christmas playlist. That's for darn sure.
It's rock and orchestra mixed.
Yeah. It's phenomenal.
There's fire and there's all sorts of different things they play. It looks awesome.
I'll share some of their music with you afterwards. It's
Okay.
You'd be impressed.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. What? That's a new arena in Hamilton?
They've renovated Cops Coliseum. Like that whole, they did that whole renovation.
Bulldogs used
what
to
does
play,
it
right?
see?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Like for two reasons. A second NHL team in that market, and also these concerts are going there. It has to be a big number. It has to be.
Wow, it
NHL.
says so. On Wikipedia, it says it opened in '85. Cops Coliseum. It has a capacity of up to 19,000.
Oh.
Hockey 17,300 and concerts are 19,000.
Jeez,
That's a big number.
that is a big number.
And the Toronto Rock play out of there apparently. I forgot that.
Well,
the Rock
Rogers
play
is
out of there?
probably
Yeah,
Oh, really?
it's not really Toronto, but
Well, you can see it from Toronto. When I was in
Hamilton?
Toronto a couple of years ago at my hotel room, like what? Oh, that's Hamilton right there.
Yeah.
yeah,
seriously,
yeah.
I don't
it's
know
just-
enough
it's just
about
down
like
the
that whole
highway.
area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which so it kind of makes sense because
I guess you have
Rogers is
to
probably
personally.
too busy maybe
For
for those concerts to go. They still want to go to the Southern Ontario market, but if Rogers is too busy, then go down the highway.
Paul McCartney's 83.
Yes, he is.
Jeez, and he's still going.
Wow.
I remember him being interviewed when he turned 64 because they had that famous home when I'm 64. And he says, I'm going to keep on going. And boy, is he ever 20 years later.
He looks great.
Oh, yeah.
No, he does have. He's playing. He played Glastonbury in 2022. I'm trying to see what's upcoming. Oh, Got Back Tours, the one right now. Palm Desert, Vegas, Albuquerque, Denver, Des Moines, Iowa, Tulsa. He goes all
Moines
over
is
the
in
place.
Iowa?
He could show up anywhere and sell out 30,000.
But that's my thing. Like I would figure he's then just big city. I don't need to go to Des Moines, Iowa for
I think
Paul
it's fantastic,
McCartney.
though. I mean, before we had the new arena, how many times were we looking at the concerts coming through Edmonton going, why don't you come to Edmonton? Well, it's nice to see a big act doing that.
You might be right, Murray, because he's going to Montreal back-to-back, November 17th, 18th. Then he's in Hamilton, and then he's out in Chicago. So there's no Toronto on this.
Yeah.
So this might be, couldn't get into Toronto, and I'm going to Hamilton, or somehow Hamilton swooped in and took this from Toronto because they're like, if we got this new place, Toronto's right there. But yeah,
It's a close commute.
yeah. But he's Des Moines, Iowa. That would be a place I'd want to go see Paul McCartney.
In Des Moines, Iowa.
Where did you see Paul McCartney? Like in Edmonton? No, I went to Des Moines, Iowa.
That's
He
a
was in Des
conversation
Moines,
piece, yeah.
right?
Staples Center, Madison Square Garden. Nope. Des Moines.
While you're there, you can go watch an Iowa Hawkeyes football game,
They have the
There you
best
go.
tradition in football.
which
Is that the Children's Hospital? Yeah.
The Children's Hospital's right next to the stadium. In the Children's Hospital, like at certain levels, they could see inside the stadium. I think it's the first quarter. I can't remember, but there's a
First
moment.
or third. It's
Is it?
yeah.
Hey, it's Fergus prostate. Let me finish the story quickly. At one of those moments, the whole stadium turns and waves to the Children's Hospital and the kids in the Children's Hospital. It is
Kids
the
are in
best
window
tradition in
waving,
sports.
and there's
Oh, that's
60,000
cool.
people waving
Best
up
tradition
at
in
them.
sports.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, Oregon and Iowa were playing this weekend. I saw on TV, and I was hoping I'd see it. I didn't, but yeah, they all just turn around and they
Every
wave.
game.
It's the most wholesome, beautiful, amazing sports tradition.
Yeah, that is cool.
Fergus prostate's here. You could come around, jump on in.
So you like
bringing me money?
You like all kinds of music? You like
Yes, sir, I
You
do.
like bagpipes?
Of course I do.
Fergie's prostate is here.
$100 towards your cause.
Well, thank you
that's
so
very
much.
nice.
There we go.
Wow.
Watch your glasses, Matty.
We'll stick
Oh,
that
yeah.
right in the
Thank you. How
CFL
about that?
Fans Fight Cancer.
Fergie's prostate is here.
Shout out.
Let's get that mic around a little bit. There we go.
Sorry to crash the party, but I had to.
But you're wearing a Rough Rider shirt. Come
What
on
is this?
now.
Eddie
Whoa,
Shack.
look at that.
That's pretty cool. Maple Leaf Gardens March 68 calendar.
So that's for your silent auction.
Oh, it's wonderful. Thank
wow.
you so much.
You're very kind.
I'm,
Well, we already knew that.
I'm
but-
very benevolent. Yeah,
He even comes with the big vocabulary.
like elephant poo. That's a big vocabulary. So there you go, man. And
Wonderful.
thanks for your efforts.
Oh, all I'm doing is getting a haircut. It's people like you that raise
yeah.
the money. That's
Yeah.
excellent.
Anyway,
Thank you
that-
so much.
There'll be some knucklehead from Toronto there that'll throw you a few shekels. Morning, Rick.
How are you?
Old and ugly.
Well, because you're being so generous, we can forgive the Saskatchewan shirt today.
Yeah, you must be
No,
feeling good.
Who's cheering for them?
Cheering for or predicting?
Well,
There's
he
a big
predicted.
difference, my friend.
Well, he just gave you stuff.
Well, actually, yeah.
Real down.
I will say this once a month. Go right. Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're all wearing green, right? So,
Yeah, go green. How about
Yeah,
that? I can say go green.
Yeah.
That I can do.
yep. Anyway, sorry, didn't mean to derail.
No,
this,
it's fine. That's wonderful. That's lovely.
but I
That's
just
very
thought I would inspire some
Fantastic.
folks to maybe open that wallet and stuff like that.
CFLFansFightCancer.com. Donate. Chris will be at the Tavern United downtown Winnipeg on the roof this Saturday, shaving his head, raising some money. If you are in Winnipeg for a Grey Cup, CFL Fans Fight Cancer event happening 1 to 5 Winnipeg time. So that's noon to 4 here in Edmonton.
That's right.
So just to get those timings going. How you feeling about your Riders?
Well, I trepidatious. I thought they were kind of phony first place finishers this year because Calgary beat them twice. They lost. What did they lose? 4 games,
The Riders?
or was it 6?
I think 6.
Yeah, 6.
Officially,
12 and
the
6.
Saskatchewan Roughriders lost 6 games this year.
12 and 6. So they weren't a juggernaut, and their secondary can be a little suspect from time to time. Even though their front four is pretty good, their linebackers are pretty good.
Milligan's back though, so that's a huge help.
Yeah, this boy knows his stuff. He says he's not a Rider fan. Come on,
I'm a football.
He's a football fan. Now, we were talking earlier. Did the Saskatchewan on the game-winning touchdown? Did he really catch it?
of course.
Would you say that if you were in that shirt?
No,
If it was reversed and BC made that catch, would it have been a catch?
oh yeah,
I think so.
oh yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
All right.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna have to look
Montreal.
at this closer.
I've always liked Montreal from the get go this season.
I don't know if anyone saw that Ryder touchdown though. If you go back and watch the replay of the touchdown as it happens, and you watch the bottom of the screen, a Ryder player's hugging the ref.
What?
I think they bump into each other, and the Ryder player turns around and just hugs the ref. It's
Maybe he bumped him hard enough to knock him down. Oh no!
I don't know. It's just really I was watching the game. I'm like, is he hugging the ref right
Was
now?
it after the catch?
Yeah, the
maybe it was-
touchdown
maybe it was a
happens.
thank you.
Players are going to go celebrate. The player was so happy. I don't know, or something. He was just so happy. The ref was right there. And he
didn't
just
see
hugged
that.
the ref.
That's
It's like, this is
why,
weird.
that's why they didn't overturn it, because he was so happy he got a hug. Yeah.
You got big plans for Grey Cup then?
No, I'm just probably going to be at my subterranean Shangri-La, chilling out. I don't push the envelope anymore with the drinking and driving thing, so probably just stay home.
What's your drink of choice going to be?
Saskatchewan champagne, Pilsner.
Pilsner. Well, and even in victory, if you win, it's still Pilsner, or are you going to crack out something
I might
good?
actually. There's a lot of distilleries in Saskatchewan. Oddly enough, they're moving to making some good quality gin.
Oh.
So, and gin's a good breakfast drink. Like pirates drink rum in the morning, So, gentlemen drink.
Keeps you classy.
Yeah.
Gotta keep it classy.
Pinky in the air. And then I call my sponsor on speed dial. Can you come down and talk me off the ledge? Yeah.
Asking me if I like bagpipes, I'll take a single malt scotch.
That's
though,
right.
so, yeah.
Attaboy.
Bagpipes are the best.
Oh yeah.
They are fun. Fergie plays the bagpipes. at
Officially a
many
weapon of
events.
war. In the UK,
what?
for a long time, the bagpipe was considered a weapon of war, not a musical instrument.
They were banned, as a matter of fact, in the UK. I forget which. I think it was
What's wrong with those people?
King George. Well, because it used to inspire the Scots to rise up against the English. And
Was it you that played the bagpipes at the Estes a couple of years ago?
yes,
Wow. Okay.
2 in a row.
This year too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was up at the rafters or in the second
okay,
deck.
yeah. I remember
News
that
from
now.
3 Down Nation. The Toronto Argonauts have been granted permission to interview Mike O'Shea for their head coaching
Well,
job.
there you go. He's going to be the coach.
The permission has been granted.
Yeah.
Can Pinball Clemens convince his old buddy?
Pinner and O'Shea have been
he's
friends for a
gone.
long time. I wouldn't be surprised
It's a
at all.
no-brainer.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
It's a
On the same
no-brainer.
token, I wouldn't be surprised if he's stuck in Hamilton or in Winnipeg though,
Well, it's
because it's consistency. It's longevity. That's what I love about the Bombers organization is they've kept it together, and they've had some good success over 5-6 years.
Huss in Winnipeg was talking about it last week. He just went like, why would you leave Winnipeg when you have stability, you have ownership that takes care of you, proper facilities, all that, to go to Toronto, who next year you're playing 3 home games. Your 3 home games are in Saskatchewan, Winnipeg, and Hamilton.
Which I
of the
still
World
don't
Cup.
understand.
Instead of going somewhere like Quebec City or going somewhere else that's not in
Guelph.
one of those cities, Guelph, and
Somewhere.
just playing there and saying we have to be somewhere else because the World Cup is here, and everyone would be like, we understand this. They're going like 2 of their games are in Saskatchewan and Winnipeg. Who do you think Bomber and Rider fans are cheering for in that one? You guys aren't going to be kind to folks in that one. Oh yeah, the Argos. Welcome your home team, the Argos. Boo! You know.
Isn't O'Shea originally from Hamilton?
Did he not play for both, or was he just one?
No,
I think he
his
played for
hometown.
Hamilton for a year.
Was it?
I think it was just a year or two.
He is from North Bay, Ontario.
Okay.
I don't know where that is.
Nowhere near Toronto. I
He
can tell you
played 93 to 95 with Hamilton. He then was a part of the Detroit Lions for a little bit, but then went to the Argos 96 to 99, back to Hamilton for a year, and then finished off with Toronto for 7 years. So he played both. And he was the special teams coordinator from 2010 to 2013 with the Toronto Argonauts.
Those
so a
2 teams
full
have-
homecoming.
Those 2 teams have such a history of players going from black and yellow to double blue.
Because Orlando Steinauer did that too, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, okay.
And if you stay in Winnipeg, you get restaurants that serve fresh pickerel
Do you?
or walleye,
There you go.
whatever you
The
call it.
Giants
permission is
fire
not
table.
granted though if he's not going. He wants to go.
Well,
otherwise
that's
that wouldn't happen.
Or he's at least intrigued enough.
Yeah.
If he was working on an extension with the Blue Bombers to stick around, the Bombers would be going, we're good. We're going to deny this. And they'll announce that.
Yeah.
So in Winnipeg this week, I'm sure there's going to be now a lot of discussion, rumblings going on of what's going to happen. Fergie, thanks for stopping in. This was really nice
Oh,
to
is that
see
my
you.
is that my time to leave?
That's the end of the show.
the end of the
okay.
show,
This is my end, wrapping up the show. This is
Anyway,
very kind
thanks
of you.
again for what you're doing.
I'm going to move the microphone. Thank you.
While you do that, Chris Agar, thank you very much for coming in. Once again, CFL fans, fightcancer.com. If you want to donate, they want to raise upwards of $100,000 this year. Did $75,000 last year in Vancouver. Behind that, the target right now. So your help would be greatly appreciated. CFL fans, fightcancer.com. And then Chris, he will be without hair come Saturday, all in
I'll
support
be
of a
without
cross.
hair and in dire need of a toque.
Yeah, make sure you bring one of those for the game.
Oh, I will.
Chris, thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you so much for having me.
I will see you
It's been a
on
blast.
in Winnipeg. Murray, thank you once again as well. It's
All
always
good.
great having you here.
You betcha.
If you're here next week, I won't see you next week, but I'll see you the week after.
All right, sounds good. I'll be
Appreciate this. We've got Lock Shop coming up, Dusty and Huss. I wonder if Dusty has seen this news to bring up with Huss. On the Lock Shop, Dusty live at Boston Pizza in Mayo, Oil Stream, Dusty and Tommy out there as well. We got EST Afternoons, Reed Wilkins Show with without Jay Milne today, I should say. And then GCL Diesel Oil Stream pre and post game shows. 5:30, Tommy and Benny will get you set for Oilers and Blue Jackets. On behalf of Chris, Murray, Fergie, I'm Matt. Thanks for tuning into the EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage right here in Edmonton Sports Talk, your quick choice for Edmonton Sports. Presented by Play Alberta. Lock Shop in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Let's go. There you go, right in front of the camera.
First-time guest, long-time listener, fan of the original draft commissioner.
Welcome to the EST Hangout presented by White Claw Hard Seltzer. The difference is clear. Matt Iwanyk, Tom Zola with here, joining us today.